Hey guys, in today's video, I'll be showcasing some of the cards that I bought recently. I think buying packs, especially with the Prismatic evolutions, has been very expensive. So I think buying them individually is the way to go. It's a little bit more cost effective in my opinion. So I actually have never done any videos like this one. So I thought this would be a fun way to showcase some of the cards that I bought recently. So let's start by opening this one. So with this one, I bought Croconaut and Farigiraf. Guess I didn't have, I do have Farigiraf already, but I think I only have one in my collection. So I thought I'd buy another one. That way I can make a 2-2. So this one cost me 11 cents for Croconaut and then 50 cents for this Farigiraf. So there it is. Got Farigiraf and 3 copies of Croconaut. I guess I didn't have this one. I didn't realize how good it was going to be, so I didn't buy one when it came out. So now we have 3 of them. So in this package, I actually bought Mime Jr. So this was going for a penny, so I bought 4 of them. And in the same store, I just bought the Moon and Sun badge because I guess I didn't have much in my collection. They were going for 2 pennies each. And the reason why I wanted to buy Mime Jr. is because I didn't realize that a lot of the baby Pokemon are being released in the current formats right now. And a lot of these baby Pokemon go for 30 HP, and then they have attacks that go for 0 energies. Some are good, some are really bad, like this Mime Jr., but I actually wanted to collect the baby Pokemon for some reason. And I'll show you the folder after I showcase this one, but there you have it. You got Mime Jr. So let me know in the comments, guys, if you enjoy this type of content. I have never done this type of content. I have done pack openings in the past, but man, that thing costs a lot if you buy those packs. And if you really want the cards that you want in your collection, sometimes it's better to just buy them individually. So this one did not have any packing slip. So let's see what I bought in this one. Igglybuff. Okay. So right now in the current format, they have not printed any baby Pokemon that is Igglybuff, but I wanted this in my collection too because it is a baby Pokemon. And I think this is in the Sun and Moon era. So the baby Pokemon did not have 30 HP, but they had abilities. And when you use their abilities, it ends your turn, but some of them are really good. This one, you flip a coin. If it's heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. So when you use the ability, your turn ends, but it leaves your opponent's active Pokemon asleep. So this one is Igglybuff. Again, I'll showcase my binder with the baby Pokemon once I have them all. For some reason, I just wanted to start collecting these baby Pokemon. So there you have it, Igglybuff. In this one, I had bought Munchlax from Unified Minds. So they had says thank you for your order, which is pretty nice. Oh man, okay. So Munchlax is actually going for 96 cents. So this was pretty costly, but I bought 3 of them. Very popular Pokemon. This is a pre-evolution of Snorlax, if you can call it that. But naturally, Snorlax is a basic Pokemon in itself, so it doesn't really technically evolve into Snorlax. I don't know if I'm saying the right words for it, but these baby Pokemon are just pre-evolutions. You can just get a Snorlax from the wild by itself. You don't have to get a Munchlax just to evolve it into Snorlax, is what I'm trying to say. So this is one of the older baby Pokemon. We have not gotten a baby Pokemon of Munchlax yet in the current format. Maybe after rotation, we'll see. But Munchlax is one of my favorites because you guys know that I really like Snorlax. So having its pre-evolution, Munchlax is actually pretty cute too. All right, moving on to the next order. Yeah, so if you guys are thinking of selling some cards, it's okay to actually put them in envelopes like these. Just make sure you pack it with these types of card protectors so that it doesn't get bent, or if the postal mail USPS decides to run it through the machine, it's not going to ruin the card. So this one, especially if the cards are not that expensive, it's okay to send them off like this. It's a lot cheaper for the seller as well. So I also got Zoroark, but yeah, Zoroark has a pretty good attack that Slowking can copy, Illusory, Hijacking. So the attack does 60 damage for each of your opponent's Pokemon EX and Pokemon V in play. So it can deal a lot of damage. And then, of course, one of the baby Pokemon, Wynaut. So I wanted to have this too in my collection. Again, in the Sun and Moon era, with the ability Peppy Pick. Once during your turn, you can flip a coin. If it's heads, you choose a random card from your opponent's hand. Your opponent reveals that card and shuffles it back to their deck. And then it ends your turn. So why not? One of the baby Pokemon. Next one, we got this huge. Yeah, sometimes I get out of hand when it comes to ordering. Because sometimes a store has a lot of good cards in the collection, cards that I don't have or I want duplicates of. So I just go ahead and buy them all, or at least the ones that I want. That way I don't have to worry about the cost for delivering these cards. So we have a huge package. All right, nice. Packaging is pretty good, so kudos to the store that I bought it from. And of course we're gonna have some duplicates because I want a play set. Let's go ahead and open these up and see what I bought. And again, I think it's pretty nice being able to showcase the cards that I bought. Again, I've never done this type of video, so might as well start now, right? So we got Totodile, so that we can complete the collection for Feraligator. Speaking of, we got 4 Feraligators. Buddy Poffin. This was going for like $2 before, but now it's a little bit cheaper. So I started buying these so that I can formulate some new decks that I can play with my friends. So Buddy Poffin is really great. Let's put this aside. Buddy Poffin. Munkidori. Munkidori has been very popular lately. Pretty cool ability. And it's a really great way of manipulating damage counters and also healing up your Pokemon. And then Jet Energy is going to be great for the Slowking deck. So when you attach this to one of your bench Pokemon, you can switch it straight to the active spot. So this is going to be helpful for that Slowking deck. And then we got Jamming Tower. It makes all tool cards attached to all Pokemon in play rendered useless. So you guys know where I'm getting at here. So I'm building a Feraligator deck as well as Slowking deck. So I guess I didn't have a lot of these cards in my collection, so I just bought them in singles. And then we got Relicanth, which will go with the Feraligator deck. This one has the Memory Dive ability, which allows you to use the attacks of your Pokemon's pre-evolution. That's for the Feraligator deck. And then Luxurious Escape to add 100 HP to Feraligator. And then Munkidori is actually a part of this deck too, so that you can transfer damage from Feraligator. Because Feraligator puts damage counters on itself to increase its attack. And then you can use Munkidori to transfer those damage counters to your opponent's Pokemon, adding damage. And then with a higher attack, you can pretty much knock out anything in the game right now. So Feraligator, Munkidori, good team along with Relicanth. All right, so next up, more of the same cards. We got the Luxurious Escape as well. This is all in the same package, so of course some of the duplicates will be here. So we got more Luxurious Escape, and there it is, the Slowking. SLOWKING has the Seek Inspiration attack. This is kind of like a single prize version of, what is that? Regidrago V-Star. So pretty strong Pokemon to have. Been doing really well in Japan. So Seek Inspiration, you discard the top card of your deck. And if that card is a Pokemon that doesn't have a rule box, choose one of its attack and then you can copy that attack, basically. And for just 2 energies, this attack is actually pretty powerful. So there you have it. There's the SLOWKING. And one of the attacks that SLOWKING can copy is Kyurem's attack, Trifrost. Again, it will only cost you the 2 energy. But when you discard this from the top card of your deck, when you use SLOWKING's attack, you can use Trifrost. You discard all energy from the Pokemon, and then this attack does 110 damage to 3 of your opponent's Pokemon. So bench Pokemon and the active, whatever you want, 110 damage to 3 targets. Especially with Manaphy rotating out, there's really little options that your opponent can defend their bench. So Kyurem is a really good card to have in the SLOWKING deck. So there's that. And then Espeon, I just wanted to get some of these evolutions. The EX ones are pretty expensive. They go for at least $5. So from the Prismatic evolutions, even the regular arts EX for these evolutions are so expensive. So I just went for the next best thing, which are just the single price evolutions. So we got Espeon, we got Vaporeon, we got Jolteon, we got Leafeon, and it depends on what are in the store's collection. I might not have bought all of them, but majority of them are actually in this package. So we got Leafeon, Glaceon, Flareon. So those are the evolutions in the single price forms. And then Slowpoke, this one has 70 HP. This is the one that you want, actually. So I got a bunch of them because in case my friends also want to play SLOWKING, we'll have a bunch of these, and then we can beat each other up with a SLOWKING deck. And then we got Sylveon. Nice. And then, of course, the Seeking with the Festival Lead ability is pretty good too. This one it's all right. I've been trying to make a video on this one, but it's just really hard to make it work. But we'll see. I'm still trying to formulate one that I like, and maybe if you guys want to see that, I'll try and get that out as soon as I can. Let's continue on. There's still 2 more package. Ugh. So again, I just went ahead and bought other copies of cards that I did not have in my collection. Some of these cards I would just skip over because I don't know if they're going to be good, but this Koraidon, Ancient Koraidon, is actually really great. It's a fighting type with the Unrelenting Onslaught attack. If one of your Pokemon, or if one of your other ancient Pokemon used an attack during your last turn, this attack does 150 more damage. So 180 for 2 colorless energy is not bad. So, and it's a fighting type. So you can mix this with your Roaring Moon deck. I think it's a pretty good combination to have. So we got 4 Koraidons here. And Binding Mochi. Binding Mochi is pretty good. If your active Pokemon is poisoned and you have this attached, it will add 40 more damage to that attack. So really good. It's been great recently, especially with the crab, the fighting crab. I forgot the name now. But yeah, you can use this with Brood Bonnet, poison the active Pokemon, and then you can increase its attack by 40 damage. So that's the Binding Mochi. And then Altaria. This is a good, I think this is a good card to copy with SLOWKING. It has the Cotton Wings attack. You flip a coin. If it's heads, during opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attack. So 100 damage. Then you have that potential of being immune to damage So Altaria. And then another one that you can actually use as a single prize build. So this one evolves into Conkeldurr. So you can actually use Conkeldurr as a stage 1 or a single prize build that you can attack for 0 energy. So I just got these ones, but Conkeldurr you can also use to copy the attack with SLOWKING. But it's nice to have these ones as well, so that if you want to just build a Conkeldurr deck, you could do the same. So we got Gurdurr and also Timburr. So that's that. Earthen Vessel. Again, before Earthen Vessel was going for like $2, but now it's become cheaper. Especially it's come with a lot of... There's been a lot of reprints to this one. So it's a lot cheaper now, so I thought I'd buy some more because I didn't have a lot in my collection. Then Lana's Aid will go into the SLOWKING deck. So Pokemon with no rule box and basic energy from your discard pile. Then you put them back into your hand. There's that. And then of course we got Girafarig so that you can evolve into Farigiraf EX. Alright. So let me put this aside for a little bit and then we'll go to the next one. Alright, let's move on to the next package. Wow. They really sealed this one tight. So again, I got Farigiraf, more Slowpoke, but different version. Got 4 of that one. I have Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking, which will also help the SLOWKING deck, because this one allows you to search your deck for 2 cards, and then you put those cards on top of your deck in any order. So you can put a Pokemon on top of your deck right away, so you can copy it with SLOWKING's attack. So really nice card to have in your SLOWKING deck. Then I got Kabutops. I don't have this one. I just wanted to have this in my collection. So that's that. We got Rescue Boards. And then the Conkeldurr. So this Conkeldurr is the one that you can put in your deck. In your SLOWKING deck, it has the Gutsy Swing attack, which does 250 damage. So really nice. And then Xatu is really great too in the SLOWKING deck with a Clairvoyant Sense ability. And then one of the newer cards is the Black Belt's Training, which adds 40 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon EX. So when you attack, you play this during your turn, it will add 40 damage to your attack. Right now, this is not that great because a lot of players are still playing V Pokemon, but after rotation, this could be really great. So Black Belt's Training. So that's the one package. We have one more to go. And finally, we got the biggest package of them all. I don't know what they put in here, so let's see. Let us see what is contained in this here package. Let's see. What is this bag? All this for this. All right, well, that last package had more cards than this one, but okay. Let's see what I bought in this one. Aha! One of the other baby Pokemon that I wanted to add in my collection. After this one, I think I'm gonna showcase what I have in my binder. That way you guys can see why I'm buying all of this stuff. But yeah, let's see what we got in this package. So we have Elekid. So for 30 HP, it has a Crackling Shot. For 0 energy, it does 30 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. So anywhere on the board, you got Elekid. Feebas. I actually did not have this. I have the Milotic EX in my collection already, but did not have the pre-evolution. So there's that. Anyways, Feebas. Magby, another one of the baby Pokemon with Scorching Heater. Another baby Pokemon, Bonsly. This one's actually pretty cool. So this one has the Blubbering Attack. Your opponent's active Pokemon is not confused. Does 10 damage. One of the baby Pokemon to add my collection. And I don't know. I was just getting some random cards. We got Diglett, we got Dragonair, and then we got Dugtrio, which evolves from Diglett. We got Spongy Gloves. Again, I'm just buying some of these that I didn't have in my collection. So this is a tool card that increases your attack against the water type. So you got Spongy Gloves. Centiskorch. This one for a time was pretty popular. For each fire energy attached to this Pokemon, discard the top card of your opponent's deck. So actually didn't have one of these, so I went ahead and just bought one. But this was a good milling deck during its time. Got Lumberry, and then we got Noctowl. This was a pretty funny rogue deck at the time. I don't have this in my collection, so it was in the store. So I went ahead and bought it. It has the carry off attack. For 3 colorless energy, you choose one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. They shuffle that Pokemon and all attached cards into their deck. And then you shuffle this 2 back into your deck. So that's a very interesting rogue deck. Duskstone. Duskstone is really great to attach to Honchkrow GX. So you just prevent your opponent from setting up. This was really great during its time. Then another baby Pokemon, Happiny. This is, I don't know how popular this one is, but again, in the Sun and Moon era, got the ability Playhouse Heal. Again, an ability. Once during your turn, you may flip a coin. If it's heads, you heal 60 damage from one of your Pokemon, then your turn ends. So I don't know, are you guys learning a lot from these baby Pokemon? Have you ever heard of these? Let me know in the comments below. But I'll showcase what I have in my collection after opening these packs. Stealthy Hood is, man, this is one of my favorite tool cards. It has rotated out, but it prevents all effects of your opponent's abilities done to the Pokemon this card is attached to, and then you remove any such existing effects. So abilities, for example, Monkey Dory, this will stop Monkey Dory's ability. Any other abilities, kind of like Frostlass, your Pokemon will not be affected by that ability if you have this Stealthy Hood on your Pokemon. So this is one of the best tool cards. It's long rotated out, but one of my favorites. Surprise Box, you put a card from your opponent's discard pile into your hand. So if you are using a combo so you can hit for a lot of damage with your opponent's, if your opponent has a large hand, they have a lot of cards in their hand, this is a good card to use. And then another baby Pokemon, Tyrogue. This one can evolve in any of the 3. So Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, and Hitmontop. There you have it, Tyrogue. Sea of Nothingness. Special conditions are not removed when Pokemon evolve or devolve. So if a Pokemon is poisoned, they evolve it, the special condition stays. So Sea of Nothingness Stadium. Have you heard of these cards before? I actually restarted playing the Pokemon TCG during COVID. I restarted playing. So a lot of these cards I wasn't too familiar with. Only recently, when I started playing, even in the expanded version, I started becoming more familiar with these. So I don't know, when did you guys start playing the Pokemon TCG? Has it been recently, or have you played a long time ago? Let me know in the comments below. And are these cards familiar to you? Which one's your favorite? And we got Sudowoodo. This is actually a really great card with the ability Roadblock. Your opponent can't have more than 4 bench Pokemon. If they have more than 4, they have to discard one of them. So this is a great way for controlling your opponent's bench. I know the Collapse Stadium is what replaced this, but Collapse Stadium I think is rotating out as well. But during its time, this was a great way for limiting the Pokemon your opponent can establish on their bench. So Sudowoodo is actually a pretty cool Pokemon card to have with that ability. Herdier. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may put an item card from your discard pile into your hand. Being a stage 1 and then being able to recover an item card from your discard pile into your hand is bonkers. It's just a really, really good card, and a lot of players actually use this in control decks. So Herdier, I thought this was worthy of being purchased and added to my collection. So Herdier. The evolution spray, you devolve one of your evolved Pokemon and then put the highest stage into your hand. So if you want to devolve one of your Pokemon, maybe Herdier, you can devolve it, re-evolve it, putting one of the item cards in your discard pile back into your hand. So you see where it's going, right? So there's the evolution spray. Electrode with the Buzz Up Thunder. So one of the older cards that I purchased in this this package. Once during your turn, you may knock out this Pokemon and attach it to one of your lightning Pokemon as a special energy card. This card provides 2 lightning energy only while this card is attached to a Pokemon. So you knock this guy out, your opponent gets a prize, but you can attach it to one of your Pokemon and it access 2 energies. I thought it was a very special effect to it. Really neat. I don't have this in my collection, so I got it. You got Super Potion. This one's pretty self-explanatory. You got Voltorb, which evolved from Electrode, Energy Pouch, Azumarill. I don't have this. I thought it was just really cool because so during its time, you got these Pokemon with 2 different types of typing to it. So this one is a fairy and a water type. So it's a shiny Azumarill too. It's yellow instead of blue. So this was pretty cool. Then we got Unknown. Farewell Letter. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you may discard this Pokemon and all attached cards to it. If you do, draw a card. So one of those draw engines that was used, I think the Dragonite, the one where you can attack on your very first turn. I think this is the card, the Unknown, that you use so that you can draw into more cards. So pretty insane ability. So real cool Pokemon to have in your collection. Then Team Plasma Ball. I actually really like the different types of Pokeballs that you can collect. And this is one that I don't have yet. So Team Plasma Ball. This one allows you to search your deck for a Team Plasma Pokemon. You reveal it and put it into your hand. Next up, we got Squirtle. One of the OG artwork. We got Defender. You attach a Defender. This one's a lot of these cards have been rotated out, but yeah, we got the 3 starter Pokemon, guys. Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle. I think this is not from the base set. I think the second one. But yeah, there you have it. I don't have these, so now I have it. We got Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle. So I'm one of the OG guys that actually played the Game Boy Color. The Fire Red, and then no, the original Red and Blue. Yeah, so I played those original games when I was still in high school, so you guys can guess how old I am. Then we got Dialga, we got Eternatus, we got Gouging Fire. This one's pretty good too. Ancient Pokemon. You can use Professor Satis Vitality to attach energies to it. We got Iron Crown, Future. We got Landorus. Some of these are really bad and unplayable, but like this Palkia, alright, it's horrible. Then we got Skeledirge. This is the future version of Palkia V-Star. So this single price attacker. It is a stage 2, but this one has the Torshirto attack, which deals 60 plus damage, and this attack does 20 more damage for each of your benched, or for each benched Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's. So this can deal a lot of damage, actually. Next up, we got Tapu Koko. This one's all right. We got Tapu Lele. Did I get Tapu Bulu? Oh well. We got Zarude. We got Toxtricity. It has the Loud Mix attack. This was pretty interesting. This attack does 30 more damage for each different type of Pokemon you have on your bench. So it has, I don't know, it's a really fun rogue deck that you can use. So I just thought I'd buy one. Then Miraidon EX. I think this was, forgot how much this was. I think 50 cents. I have to check. But yeah, this was pretty cheap, so I just bought one. And then I was not around when the EX era came out, the capital EX era. This was in the store, so I just went and bought one. And this is one of the few that I have currently added to my collection. So Manectric EX. I don't know how good these cards are, but it's good. It's really cool to have them. So there you have it. Those are the packages. But before you go, let me show you my collection for the baby Pokemon. Alright, so let me show you my collection so far, guys. So this one, I've started a page with all the recent baby Pokemon. So you've seen the one from the Sun and Moon era. And I think this is what we have so far. We have Cleffa, one of the best ones. Cleffa for drawing. You got Badu for the item lock. Elekid, you've already seen. Magby, Mantike. Did you know there are only 2 types of Mantike cards that exist right now? So this is really cool. Smoochum it's alright. It accelerates energy, but I don't know. It's not that great. But what we're gonna do, guys, is add Bonsly in this page. And of course, we got Mime Jr. So we have 8 of them. I don't know. Is there 9? Is there another one of the most recent ones? And I've shown you the other baby Pokemon from the other sets, the older sets. I might have to create another page just for those. But for the current format, even after rotations, this will stay. So if I'm missing one, do let me know in the comments below, guys. Or did we get everything so far? I wonder if they're going to print any more of these baby type Pokemon. Again, I'd like to see a Munchlax that is actually playable. So we'll see. But yeah, let me know in the comments below, guys, if you guys collect cards as well. I'm not a hardcore collector, so I don't have all of the cards in each set, but I do like collecting some of the cards that I just like. And so there you have it. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, take care.